also added an assist in the 5-1 victory, proving she can do it all.
And we're underway here. Again, as we mentioned, Iowa, they're 3-0 at home, but they're 0-2 against conference matchups, so something will give here to start for this game. As the Hawkeyes will start on their own side of the field. And they'll try and work it up to Van Kessel. And they enter Penn State's territory. That's Van Alsum. Back over to the other side to Ten Seldom. Iowa using the field and space very well here to start this game so far.
Yeah, and these two teams, they both attack very differently. Penn State loves to keep the tempo up and keep pushing, whereas the Hawkeyes, they tend to be a little more patient. Penn State have 70 shots on goal so far this year in 9 games, whereas the Hawkeyes only have 43 in 8.
Penn State now on the attack. That's Natalie Freeman down there in the corner. We'll play it back. Now they're in the scoring zone. There's a shot blocked. And the Hawkeyes will retrieve. Now Penn State will have it back. And that'll sail out of bounds. And the Hawkeyes will have possession back.
Yeah, Sophia Menino there for Penn State. She was driving in that circle, but not able to find her teammate for the open shot.
And that'll sail out of bounds. Nittany Lions will regain possession. And it's retrieved back here by the Hawkeyes, trying to get out of their own zone.
Get used to seeing that. This Hawkeye defense is very, very good. They've had 6 shutouts so far this year. And in the 2 games that they've lost, they've only, well, the Rutgers game, they only allowed 2 goals, but Northwestern, the top-ranked team in the nation, they allowed 5.
That pass just out of the reach of Dion Van Alsum, who we mentioned. She needs to be very on top of her game so far. She leads the team with 39 shots, also leads the team in goals with 3. Looking for an offensive spark from her, but the Nittany Lions will have possession in their own zone. Played through the left. And the Hawkeyes steal. Here's Van Kessel. We'll go to Van Alsum. Looking for some space. Defended well outside the shooting zone. Now Herbine. To Dunn back. And the Hawkeyes will try and reset here. Now here's Dunn. And that'll sail out of bounds. Hawkeyes will start here again.
And there, Dunn just got trapped on that sideline and couldn't really do anything. Strong showing by this Penn State defense so far.
Yeah, not much has opened up so far for both these teams to start off this game. That's batted out of the air. Hawkeyes will start again. Here's Whalen with the head of steam. And it'll be stolen away by the Nittany Lions.
Whalen just getting a little too aggressive, a little sloppy in her dribbling down the field. She put that ball a little too far out in front of her, and the Hawkeyes were able to pick that one up.
Genis will try and play it ahead, but it's stolen again by the Hawkeyes. Van Alsum will try and feed that through to Ten Seldom, but that was not able to connect. Hawkeyes will start again as that went out off of a Nittany Lion. There's Ten Seldom. Will try and feed it through, but it's stolen by the Nittany Lions. Will be played out wide, just out of the reach of Drew Taylor. And the Hawkeyes will regain possession here.
Taylor had a chance to break away there. She had her defender beat by at least a couple steps. A lucky break for the Hawkeyes.
Hawkeyes will try and get out of their own zone here. There's Van Kessel. Just a little away from Herbine on that pass, and Nittany Lions will start again.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication there as the Hawkeyes trying to move that ball down the field.
A lot of work by the sidelines so far. Both teams doing a really good job trapping the ball carrier to those sidelines.
Yeah, and I expect a lot of that today. Iowa really likes to work down the sidelines and then pass it across the middle when they get into the circle and try and open it up for Van Olsum and other scorers on this team.
It was a great initial steal by Sabrina McGordy. but it eventually went out of bounds, so the Nittany Lions will regain possession as that initial pass is blocked. Here's Menino. We'll go back and switch to the other side. Janice with possession in the corner, trying to get around Van Seldom. She initially does, going to the net. And a whistle sounds.
Substitution for the Hawkeyes. Number 4,
see our first substitutions. I believe that first whistle was because of a stick violation. Again, with these field hockey sticks, you can only touch the field hockey ball with the flat end of the stick. These players have a real skill, because for you and me, Joel, that sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, I definitely would not be great at this sport, I can tell you that. My back hurts just watching them play.
Ten Seldom now, looking for a passing lane. And it'll be another whistle. Nittany Lions will start again. That pass is broken up by Wisniewski, and the Hawkeyes will regroup.
Yeah, great play there by Wisniewski to jump in that passing lane, and now the Hawkeyes get a reset and try and get this offense going.
A nice move there by Dunn, but it's going to be called back. Looks like a stoppage of play. Maybe one of the Nittany Lions with an illegal form of collision there. Either way, Hawkeyes will keep possession. There's Ten Seldom. Looking for J.C. Whittle, but that was broken up by Janice of the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, great play there by Ella Janice, and now they get to use this transition and make some offense out of it.
That will sail out of bounds. In spite of the effort by Caitlin Strausser to get to that loose ball. Hawkeyes will start again.
We've seen a lot of that today so far from Penn State, where they get out in the open and they really just need one more pass to get into a prime position to score, but that pass has just been a little sloppy so far today with a couple of turnovers.
Number 11, Madison Britton replaces number 17, Ella Janice.
Nittany Lions on the attack now. Van Beckham will try and send it through, but again, it's out of reach of a Nittany Lion player, resulting in another change of possession. We're near the halfway point of the first quarter. Still no shots on goal or shots in general to start this game.
Very defensive game so far. Both teams struggling to get it past and into the circle, really. Like, they get past the midfield line, and it seems like these defenses, they just try a little harder, and they are able to get those turnovers and have it go the other way.
Number 24, Annika Herbine, replaces number 27, J.C. Whittle.
Hawkeyes with some more substitutions. Here's Ten Seldom. Defended nicely there, as that will go out of bounds off of a Nittany line, so Hawkeyes will regain possession here. Here's Herbine. Now to Annika Herbine. And now we'll play it out wide. We'll send it to the shooting zone. Shot and a big save. Rebound is loose. Annika Herbine with the setup. There's the shot and a score! It looks like it's Dion Von Alsum who got the initial shot off. Might have been deflected along the way, but either way, the Hawkeyes strike first on the second biggest scoring chance of the game. They take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, just a big play there for the Hawkeyes. They needed to score first in this one to really set themselves up in great position, and it was just set up perfectly for Van Olsen. Able to just rocket it in, past the goalie, and past all the defenders for Penn State. Just a great shot.
I believe Von Alsum will get credit for the goal. Might have been deflected as well by Alex Wisniewski. Von Alsum will get credit for the goal. The Hawkeyes score first. And one thing to keep in mind, Joel, of the 5 wins that the Hawkeyes have so far this season.
Substitution for Penn State into the lineup, number
Mia
6,
Magnata hasn't allowed a single goal in every single victory for this Iowa Hawkeyes team. 5 wins, 5 shutouts. Something to keep note of as we continue through this game.
Yeah, and Penn State's got a tough task to put some points on the board. This Hawkeye defense is very strong. And Mia Magnata is a great goalie, but it's not just her. This Iowa defense all the way through the defenders and the midfielders are very, very good at stopping the attacks.
Hawkeyes will start in their own end. And it's stolen by the Nittany Lions. And it's taken away by the Hawkeyes. Gladeau was caught in a phone booth there. Hawkeyes with some great defense on their star player.
Just another example of that strong defense, able to stop the Nittany Lions when they're in that shooter circle. And they really just lose all options to move the ball once they get in there. This Hawkeye defense just goes towards the ball so well. They're able to swarm them. There was 2 players on that Penn State offensive player there, and Penn State with the turnover.
Hawkeyes now the other way. That's Ella Wareham with the ball. She'll have it again, trying to feed Van Alsum in the shooter zone. And that'll still out of bounds. It looks like the Nittany Lions will keep, no, excuse me, the Hawkeyes will have it still.
It was a great drive by Ella Wareham. Just great control, dribbling that ball down the field and put them in a good spot to attack. Just got a little sloppy there at the end when they were passing it between the trio of Hawkeyes down there.
Yeah, fans wanted a penalty on that play. Ref says no call. So we'll play on here. Hawkeyes on the attack again. And we'll get a stoppage once again. Nittany Lions will try and start the other way.
And look how quickly the Nittany Lions try and get things going. They didn't wait a single second to set up their offense. They wanted to move that ball down the field before Iowa can set up their great defense.
And another stoppage of play. Wareham will come off as a substitution. A few substitutions here for the Hawkeyes.
Number 5, Leva Von Kessel, replaces
It's going to be played out wide to Dunn. Barely keeps it in bounds. And it'll eventually sail out. Nittany Lions, excuse me, the Hawkeyes once again. Here's McGroarty back out wide to Dunn. And this time the Nittany Lions will finally make a defensive stop, and they'll start with their own possession here.
It's a big stop for the Nittany Lions. You're already down 1-0. You can't allow another goal, especially with this great Iowa defense.
And look out here. Here's Sophia Gladeau in alone on a break. And not able to get a shot away, as coming back on defense for the Hawkeyes was Millie Short to stop a grand scoring chance for the Nittany Lions, but the Nittany Lions will keep possession here.
The Hawkeye defense just trapping her on the baseline. Gladeau really not able to get anything, and she doesn't have any teammates down there to help her out.
Initial pass is blocked. Hawkeyes will try and get around here, but Nittany Lions quick on the defensive attack. Now Hawkeyes will have possession back. Here's Dunn with a lot of space. Just trying to keep control here. Now we'll feed it through. Out wide for the Hawkeyes is Tess Reed.
Substitution for the Hawkeyes, number 27, J.C. Whittle, replaces number 10, Dion Van Alsum.
Now Hawkeyes free play here. Whalen will play it back to McGroarty. Back to Whalen by the sideline. A lot of room to work with. We'll play it to the corner to Dunn. Initial pass is blocked. And that pass is broken up by the Nittany Lions. We'll try and have their own counterattack. Here's Strouser. Gladeau with her, trying to split the defense. She's got some room. And a quick recovery there by Tan Seldom.
Yeah, that's great defense by Iowa there. I'm not really sure what Penn State is looking to get out of that, because they're driving down the field with 2 players compared to Iowa's 5. So the numbers just aren't there. I think Penn State really needs to slow things down there and just regroup.
We'll get a free play for the Nittany Lions as that pass went out of bounds off the Hawkeyes. Menino with the ball. Get some help and another whistle. Hawkeyes now at the counterattack. Tried to play out wide. Here's Reed. We'll play it to Whalen. And she'll get around 2, but it'll be another stoppage of play. Hawkeyes will keep possession, but it won't be off that fast break pace as Nittany Lions will be able to get some defenders back.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the Hawkeyes. It really looked like they had a very good opportunity to score. Gia Whalen was just on a free run to the goal, but had to come back for the penalty.
Now here's McGroarty. Up the sideline to Dunn. Initial pass into the sword, and it's a shot and a big save. Rebound is swiped away. That's another big save by the Nittany Lions goalkeeper, Abby DeVerka, bailing her team out once again.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Hawkeyes do such a great job setting up a wall when Penn State gets close to the goal. And that causes Penn State to try and just shoot it with a prayer and try and get through the Hawkeye defense, which Iowa able to get the stick on the ball and clear it.
Magnotta made 2 saves on that play right there. Gladeau with 2 chances down low. Dangerous play right there as that pass got past Snyder. DeVerka had to kick it away. Very close to being a very costly goal as the Hawkeyes will regain possession. Whalen with a step, gets around Menino. Looking for a deflection there. Wisniewski was in the door on that doorstep, but just not able to get any lumber on that shot.
She was just a little late to swinging the stick. That ball was just past her before she was able to make contact, but if she did, she had a good shot at scoring that goal. That net was pretty wide open for her. It would have taken a very great save by Abby DeVerka to stop that one.
A good tip there by Whittle. Whittle has it again. 2 Nittany Lions on her. It'll be a stoppage of play. Nittany Lions will get possession off of that play. Hawkeye fans not happy about that call whatsoever.
You know, and I like this by Penn State, slowing down the offense a little bit, waiting to get set up instead of jumping at the first opportunity to get the offense going. It wasn't really working for them in the first half when they were rushing down the field because they just didn't have the numbers. But now they were able to set their offense up and try and get something going with a set play.
Long pass by Tambroni is broken up by the Hawkeyes. Here's Dunn. Out wide to McGroarty. Looking down. And now another step. Wisniewski will try and feed it to the middle, but it's broken up by the Nittany Lions. But the Hawkeyes still possession, and now the stoppage of play. Looks like it's going to be another penalty. Morgan McNeeman with that penalty. Von Awesome with a shot, and it just missed. Actually deflected off J.C. Whittle there. That was going to go wide anyway. Whittle's trying to get a deflection on it, just didn't angle it right. The Hawkeyes will keep possession. And Sundom will send it back. Hawkeyes looking to switch the field. Here's Short. Over to McGroarty. Wide to Dunn, defended well there by McMenamin. But Dunn will continue on her attack. And that pass just out of the reach, not able to get a good contact on that is Annika Herbine. And Nittany Lions will start again.
Just a good stop by the Nittany Lions there. Able to stop the corner from becoming a score and then able to flip the field now.
Looks like the Hawkeyes, yes, they will gain possession back. We'll start with Millie Short. She'll look for a passing lane. We'll just go to McGroarty instead. Pass out of the reach of Dunn. Nittany Lions will start again. And that initial pass by McMenamin just out of the reach of Natalie Freeman. Hawkeyes will now start again.
And the Hawkeyes really struggling to transition the ball from the defenders to the midfielders right now. Penn State able to jump those passing lanes very, very efficiently.
Now Menino look to get a step. And the Hawkeyes with some good defense.
Wouldn't be surprised if Iowa here just tries to pass it around and just let this time tick down to 0 as they go into half.
The final minute of the second quarter, but Nittany Lions on the counterattack. Here's a shot, and it's wide. That shot attempt by Freeman. Nittany Lions will get a free play on this, though. Van Beckham to Schnars. Looking in the middle, that's going to be broken up by Von Alsum. He's got time and space, just looking to calm things down. She'll go to Annika Herbine. And it's broken up there by Schnars. She's taken down. And then the Nittany Lions will reset here. They have 25 seconds. Broken up there by Whalen. Back the other way come the Hawkeyes. And that'll still out of bounds. 15 seconds to go.
Perfectly okay if I'm a Hawkeye with that ball going out of bounds. That just bleeds the clock down. That alone took 7 seconds off the clock.
Nittany Lions maybe trying to get one last shot. And that'll sail wide off of Van Beckham's stick. And that will conclude the second quarter. We enter halftime with the Hawkeyes continuing to hold on to their 1-0 lead against the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Penn State number 1, Natalie Freeman, replaces number 15, Aubrey Sedler.
I really like Iowa putting the pressure on Penn State. Not ready to go back in that prevent defense and still wanting to get on that attack, wanting to get possession of the ball inside that 25-yard mark.
Number 23, Harper Dunn, replaces number 19, Ella Wareham.
Hawkeyes still trying to keep possession. They do. And that pass is barely broken up. The Hawkeyes still trying to pursue. But the Nittany Lions will be able to regroup.
Just great defense by Schnars there, jumping that pass. It was also a bit of a gamble. If she missed that breakup, the Hawkeyes were in a one-on-one opportunity for that big second goal.
Gladeau's back out onto the field. She served her 2-minute penalty.
Be a big boost for Penn State as there's only 2 minutes left in the third quarter and they really need a goal to tie this one up.
McGroarty will try and get around Jenness, and that's going to be broken up. Gladeau will start the other way for the Nittany Lions. Now to Menino trying to get around Whalen. And now the Nittany Lions will start once again. Here's Van Beckham. And they'll try a second time.
Yeah, they just didn't bring it back far enough for that hit. And they really need to find Sofia Gladeau right now. She hasn't gotten the ball too much this quarter and really since the first quarter. And they need to put it in their top scorer's hands if they want to have a chance at this one.
Yeah, the second quarter saw her biggest chances of the game. That's going to sail wide, but it looks like the Nittany Lions will have a penalty corner. First penalty corner of the game for the Nittany Lions. Maybe looking to set up Sofia Gladeau for
No corner.
So the correction by the ref sets Penn State up at the 25-meter mark instead of the penalty corner. Penn State will have to work from that line.
Another stoppage at play. Schnars will start. Now Van Beckham. Another stoppage of play. The Nittany Lions will try and restart once again. Van Beckham will send it in the middle. But that play is going to be spoiled. Hawkeyes will start again as Magnotta easily kicked that one away. I don't think the save's going to count anyways. That play was blown dead beforehand.
Yeah, a lot of whistles there on both teams. Just being too aggressive in a big moment there with Penn State close to scoring. They're in that shooting circle, and it's a one-goal ball game. So Iowa really needed to do everything there to stop Penn State, and they did.
Harper surrounded by 3 Nittany Lion defenders. And the Nittany Lions will have possession back. And that will conclude the third quarter.
Didn't get the ball too much last quarter, and that really needs to change if Penn State wants to finish this one off with a win.
As we mentioned in the pregame, the Hawkeyes haven't won a conference matchup so far this season, but they also have not lost at home. And on top of that, every single victory the Hawkeyes have had so far this season, they have not allowed a single goal. Will these trends continue, or will this be the first game of firsts?
And this Hawkeye defense just showing why they don't allow goals too often. Just very strong at breaking up passing lanes, clogging the interior of the shooting circle, and making it hard for Penn State to just even get a good look at the goal.
And diving to break it up there was Ella Jenis, but the Hawkeyes will still have possession, but it's immediately spoiled there by the Nittany Lions as Jenis will start again. Tambroni will go back to Jenis. Along the sideline to Taylor. Can't get around McGroarty, but the Nittany Lions will keep possession. That pass out of the reach of Van Beckham, but Menino is there as well. Hawkeye defenders in pursuit. And that's going to be broken up by Harper Dunn of the Hawkeyes. She'll look to kill a little bit of the clock as that'll go out of bounds. Hawkeyes will keep possession as Dunn will start along the sideline.
That was about best case scenario there for the Hawkeyes. Harper Dunn running that ball into 3 Penn State players with no one really coming up to help her. She was able to get it out of bounds off of Penn State and allow Iowa to get set up. But Penn State able to get that ball right back.
2-on-2 rush. That's going to be broken up, but the Nittany Lions will keep possession. Taylor. Hawkeyes are able to get numbers back.
Penalty corner, Penn State.
And it's going to be a penalty corner for the Nittany Lions. This one will, in fact, be a penalty corner.
Yep, this time the penalty called inside the shooting circle. So Penn State now with a big opportunity to score here. They need this one big with early in the fourth quarter, but not a lot of time left. They really need the score here, and really kind of bailed out by that Iowa penalty. It was a 2-on-4. Penn State did not have the numbers to get an offense of look. But now, prime position here. I'm really looking for Penn State to just get that ball into Sophia Gladeau's hands and just let her do some magic. She's an Olympian, scoring goals against Spain, who's the 7th best team in the world.
Here's Gladeau. And a big save. Massive save by Mia Magnotta. That brings the crowd to a cheer. Easily the biggest chance of the game, even counting the goal. That's an Olympian going up against the Hawkeyes goaltender. And Magnotta will come out on top on this one. Huge play to keep the Hawkeyes in front.
Big save there. Tough save. A good shot by Sophia Gladeau. But Iowa, you can feel that momentum really shifting to the Hawkeyes as they try and seal this one up.
Substitution for the Hawkeyes, number 10, Van Olsen.
Van Olsen will come back out onto the field as Whalen will play it back to short. 3 minutes have passed so far in this fourth quarter. Rachel Herbine with some space. to Whittle, but that pass is broken up by Snyder.
You saw Penn State there being really aggressive, attacking the passing lanes, but missed, and that's kind of what happens if you miss when you're being ultra aggressive. Iowa was able to break into transition, but now Penn State fighting.
Now maybe a little bit of a late whistle there by the referee as Drew Taylor got an easy step off of the Hawkeye defender. As a result, Hawkeyes will have possession right back. That ball will roll right along the sideline, out of bounds. Van Beckham now to Jennis. That's going to be broken up there by Van Kessel. She lost it for a second. Jennis will get it back for the Nittany Lions.
Van Kessel just dribbling that one off her foot. Really needed to keep possession there and just drain that clock. And they honestly could have had a big chance at scoring.
That pass is going to be broken up. So the Nittany Lions will keep possession. Hawkeyes look to be on defense. In fact, it's going to be another penalty corner. So Gladeau will have a second attempt to try to get one past Mia Magnotta, who stoned her the first time. Can she get it past the Hawkeye goaltender on this second attempt?
It's going to be a big play here. Mia Magnotta obviously not wanting Penn State to get another look at the penalty corner, especially with how good Sophia Gladeau is. We saw that first shot come very close to getting in, and it took a full effort from Magnotta to block that one with her leg.
McMenamin will send it in. They'll set up, and it's going to go over the stick of it looked like Tambroni, but the Nittany Lions will keep possession, and that'll go out of bounds. Lucky break for the Hawkeyes, and for the Nittany Lions, that one's got to hurt.
Yeah, Penn State trying to get that to Tambroni to set up Ella Jennis instead of Sophia Gladeau, which is a smart move. You saw all the Hawkeye defenders go towards Gladeau, thinking that it was going to be going to her, because that's what would make sense. So it was a smart play. It just didn't work out there as the ball bounced over Jennis's hands.
Nittany Lions will try and counterattack once again. Gladeau. A lot of Hawkeyes in front of her. She tries to take a shot. That's well over. And the Hawkeyes will have possession once again. 5 minutes have passed in this fourth quarter. It's still 1-0 Hawkeyes, but it's been a very, very exciting fourth quarter.
And Gladeau's shot there getting blocked by the Hawkeyes off the stick. Great defense per usual today from the Hawkeyes inside that shooting circle.
Hawkeyes now going the other way. Ella Worms got a little bit of a step. She'll need a little bit of help there, but she'll get it back. There's a shot, just wide. Great chance for the Hawkeyes. Great work by Ella Worm. If anything, she drained the clock a little more, but it just misses the far post, and the Nittany Lions will try and start again.
Yeah, that was a great look, just not the angle.
Gladeau the other way with a shot, and a save once again by Magnotta. Partial breakaway by Sophia Gladeau with the heavy, fast counterattack by the Nittany Lions, and she's stoned again by the Iowa goaltender.
What a play by Magnotta to use her left hand with that pad, block that ball that was going right into the net if it wasn't stopped. Just two really good looks by both teams there, and you can just tell how much both teams will want to win. They want to keep attacking, and we are in for a great ending to this one.
Teams have really started to amp it up offensively here as the Hawkeyes with another defensive play. Whalen caught in a phone booth there, but her team will keep possession.
I like the aggressiveness from Caitlin Strouser from Penn State. You really need to make a stop on this side of the field. Don't let Iowa bleed that clock by making a long possession on their way down to their side to get themselves a good look on offense. Penn State's really going to want to keep this ball on their scoring side if they want to stay in this one and get onto the board.
And a steal there. McMenamin stole it from Harper. Looking for some options, just trying to back in towards the goal. And she falls, which will result in a change of possession. Hawkeyes will start with it once again. We're nearing the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Hawkeyes desperately holding on to this 1-goal lead. Nittany Lions had majority of these offensive chances so far in this fourth quarter.
And a 1-point lead sounds scary, but Iowa plays in this position all the time. They love to rely on their defense not allowing Penn State to score. So this is right where they are comfortable. Whereas most teams, they'd be very uncomfortable. They'd be very tense with just that 1-goal lead.
Substitution for Penn State, number 7, Julia.
Penn State looking to regroup here. And that's going to be called there. Wisniewski got in the middle of that passing lane. But the Nittany Lions will have it back. And broken up again. Wareham working along the sideline, creating some space for her teammates. But that pass by Wisniewski is out of the reach of Wareham. Who loses her stick in the process, but the Hawkeyes still with possession, and it's finally stopped. But the Hawkeyes will continue and foil once again.
This is a big moment for the Hawkeyes, not only just to get that ball in the circle, but this is some precious time that is draining off the clock while the Hawkeyes have it in their possession on their side of the field.
Wareham will start from the corner. That will go out of bounds. But the Hawkeyes will keep possession. It'll start with Sabrina McGorty.
I really like that, how the Hawkeyes are pushing it back to midfield. That is great. Reset this offense, try and get a better look, and even just drain that time, continue to stall.
Nittany Lions trying to get out of their own zone, but not able to do so. Schnarr is pressured by 2 Hawkeye defenders. And they'll be able to regroup there. Schnarr's doing a great job drawing a call there.
Yeah, Hawkeyes playing some strong physical defense, maybe a little too much physicality there, but I mean, as long as it's not pulling, as long as the refs aren't pulling out a card on you, keep doing it, because it's just draining time. No harm done.
Doe with a shot. Just over the net once again. We've seen her have that same look several times. She danced around a few Hawkeye defenders there, but once again sails it over the net. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter now.
Penn State's going to need more looks like those where Doe can get on those ISO situations and work around those defenders.
Schnarrs pressured there by Von Alsum, who steals it. And she'll settle things down. The Hawkeyes will look to regroup. She'll get it back from Rachel Herbine. Tanseldom will play it back to Short. Across the field to McGorty. And that's going to be called back. Nittany Lions will have the possession now.
Substitution for the Hawkeyes, number 6, Tess Reed, replaces number 4,
Few substitutions for the Hawkeyes. Few incoming for the Nittany Lions as well. Is done. Looking to hold possession for the Hawkeyes, and will do so.
Hawkeyes perfectly okay with these short little possessions that end out of bounds on Penn State. Penn State really needs to stop the Hawkeye offense by getting possession of that ball and able to just reset like they did just there.
Long pass by Schnarrs is broken up there. Rachel Herbine looking to settle things down once again for the Hawkeyes. Hawkeyes trying to use this open field to their advantage. Whittle now with a lot of time and space. She'll settle things down once again. Hawkeyes killing this clock, playing a little bit of possession. Nice move there by Tanseldom to give herself more room. Now Van Alsum with the ball. We'll try and play it to the middle. That's off the leg of Menino. And she's shaken up on the play. Able to get up over under her own power, but the Hawkeyes will keep possession here.
Yeah, that ball had a lot on it from Van Olsen, so that can't feel good hitting your ankle behind that shin guard.
Menino gets it back for the Nittany Lions. And then the Lions will continue their attack. Here's Julia Lamb along the sideline. Less than 3 minutes to go now. Barely kept in bounds. Nope, they say it's out of bounds. Millie Short trying to intercept that pass, not able to keep it in bounds. The Nittany Lions trying to be quick off this counterattack. Here's Lamb.
They need to move quick, but you also got to move efficiently. You can't be too sloppy with your passes, and that's sometimes tough to do when you get down in this situation where the time's winding down and you need a goal badly. They just got to focus on their offense and moving as they planned on doing, just executing their plan. That's all they need to do. They have the scores to get a shot up and get a good shot up and get that into the back of the net, but they just have to trust it.
2 minutes to go now. Shots on goal are 5-5 for both teams, and both goaltenders have made 5 saves.
Substitution for the Hawkeyes. Number
More
4,
substitutions.
Alex Wisniewski replaces number 6, Tess Reed.
Hawkeyes, once again, trying to keep the possession game going on. And Whalen will lose it to Gladeau. Gladeau with a lot of defenders by her, tries to take a shot, and another big save by Magnotta.
What?
Sophia Gladeau once again robbed by Mia Magnotta, who has put this defense on her back, really being a reliant force for this Hawkeye defense.
What a save by Magnotta. Able to use her feet and make a big play. Penn State wanting to look at it. The case was made.
Julian Van Beckham will send it in. And it's going to go to Gladeau along the side. She'll shoot just wide of the near post. Just missing. We're nearing the final minute now. The Hawkeyes will dodge another bullet from Sophia Gladeau. One of her many shots in this game.
Penn State brings out their goalie, so it's an empty net. They got that extra offensive player now. Penn State in a do-or-die situation here after that shot from Gladeau missing wide.
Replaces goalkeeper number 13, Abby Herrera.
Final minute of regulation. Whalen will send it far down the field. And able to get by a few Nittany Lion defenders. Schnars will have to start the breakout, but she fans on the pass. Von Olsen with a lot of time, looking to seal this. And she'll just miss. Draining a lot of time off that clock, though, as that just missed the far post. The Nittany Lions will have time to counterattack. 30 seconds to go.
Just wide. They needed that, but Van Olsen's eyes just getting too big with that empty net.
Fans on their feet. 20 seconds to go. The Hawkeyes have possession again. Here's Wisniewski, just trying to kill time as she's surrounded by Nittany Lion defenders. 13 seconds to go. The Nittany Lions with one last chance. It's stolen again by Whalen with 7 seconds. She'll look to drain the clock as well, and it looks like she'll do just that as the Hawkeyes will keep possession to end this regulation game. The Hawkeyes holding on for dear life in this fourth quarter, and they will win their 6th game of the season, and that's the 6th shutout of the season for Mia Magnotta.